Christina from Cardmaking Magic. So over the last few days I've been using the Elegant Nestables, and I've tried to add a video using all the different styles in the collection. So today I'm going to use the 5x7 Elegant Nestables, and I'm going to team it with the circles one. I'm also going to use a happy birthday sentiment there and a little stamp for the inside of the card. And some of the panels are going to be embossed in the Perfect Flourish embossing folder. So my colour scheme for this card is going to be Craft Card and Cream. Now Craft Card is not something I use a lot of, but I thought it would make a nice change from all the different colours that I've used, just to stick to something that's a little more neutral. So I have myself a top folded 5x7 card in Craft Card, and then for the largest die I've cut two bases in Cream. Now one is going to sit on the inside of the card and the other one will be on the front. Now I'm also going to emboss both of these panels in the Flourishes folder. So once I've done that, I can flat glue both pieces, one to the front and one to the inside. So once you've done that, just pop it on one side to dry, and then with your circle dies you're going to take this one, and I have cut this twice, once in Craft and once in Cream. I've taken the next one down and I've cut that twice, again once in Craft and once in Cream. And then I've taken this one and I've done exactly the same with this, one in Craft and one in Cream. Now they're going to layer up alternately so that we can then add these to the card, but we're not going to add them just yet. So that can go along there, and that one can go there, and that can go there. Now one's going to sit on the front, the other's going to go inside. So with your base card, you've got the inside done and the front. Take your scoreboard and we're going to measure down on the front flap 2 inches. So we'll put that on the 2-inch mark and we'll keep it nice and straight and we'll cut through that. There we go. So now we have this flap at the bottom and we have that flap at the top. Now we need to trim this one down, but we don't want to trim it down any more than will fit this. So that's going to sit on there, or rather this one's going to sit on there. So we need this to line up with the bottom as it should do, and then we're going to trim it down, say to this rose here. So there's our piece that we've trimmed off. Now this is going to line up again with the bottom. There's the top flap, and then with this piece we're going to glue this in place so that it joins those two flaps together. And once you've done that, this is what your panel will look like. So once you have that in place, your card will stand very neatly, and that will open up ready for you to put something inside. But we're going to finish decorating the front first. So we're going to take these alternate colours and we're going to add these to the front of the card. So with the front done, take your happy birthday and your craft card. Now if you look at this, it's darker on one side than it is on the other, and we've used the lighter side. So for the sentiment I'm going to use the darker side, and I'm going to cut this a few times and stack them together for the front of my card. So I've cut my happy birthday 3 times and stacked them together. And now that I've done it, I don't like that at all. It doesn't show up very well on that card. So I've cut another one in Cream and I'm going to add that to the top. That's better. go. Now then, that can be added to the top of the card, and I'm much happier with that than I was with the darker one. Now once you've done that, allow that to dry, and then you can open up the card, and you're going to take the other piece and you're going to line the pattern up with the pattern that's there on the front. So once you've done that, now you're going to add glue to the wrong side, and once you've done that, you can close your card up, and that now will stick to the back. Before I add these two pieces, I want to choose a stamp, and I'm going to choose this one from this collection, and this is the A5 Sentiment Stamp Set 2, and I'm just going to take this. Beautiful destinations are often hidden away by bumpy roads, and I know that that will fit inside there, so I'm going to stamp and clear emboss that for the inside of my card. So now with the sentiment stamped, we can open the card up, we can pop this into the middle there, and then we can add this to that piece, and then once that card's closed up, all that will be hidden by the decoration on the front. So now we've got to this piece. The interesting bit for me comes in adding the decoration. Now I've taken the rose flourish, and I've taken the large leaf set and the little twigs, the little sprigs, and I've cut those out. So I've cut them out with my craft card, and I've turned it over and used the darker side. I've cut the little sprigs in silver, but I've also been looking through my stash, and do you know, I have so many pretty things that I don't use, and I should do really. So I found this gunmetal mirror card, and from the little sprigs I've cut some of these flourishes in the cream and the gunmetal. So what I'm going to do is have a dry run and add these to my card and see where I like them, and then I shall go away and glue them in place. So I've chosen to use autumn colours in my card, and I've also found some little champagne bling, little pearls that I'm going to add to the card as well. So I'm going to add these in with a hot glue gun. And then once I've added these flowers in, I will tuck the leaves in around the actual flowers themselves. So we'll have this one tucked in along there, and we'll have another one tucked in along this side, and that will just tuck into that glue that's there, and then we'll start adding in these silvery ones, these gunmetal ones. So we'll add that in along there. And we'll add a smaller flower along the bottom there. So now it's just playing to see what you like and where you like it. And we'll add this one along there with another gunmetal tucked in there. So once you've got your flowers in place, take your glue and just dot some glue onto the petals. And then all I'm going to do is just sprinkle some glitter to the top of these petals. And then we can add in the pearls in the spaces where we need just that little bit more. Now once this glue is dry, it will dry clear, it will dry flat, you won't see any of the glue at all. All you will see is the sparkle from the glitter. Now set it on one side to dry, and once it's dry you can take a soft brush and clean all that extra glitter off. And if you have any spider's webs from the glue, can you see them there? All you need to do is take your hot gun to that and it will dissolve all that glue. There we are, all gone. And now when that's dry we can start to add in some of the pearls. Now into all these little berry pieces I'm going to add a pearl. Now this might be a little bit extravagant to some card makers, but I've always been a more is more kind of card maker, and I just never know when to stop. And so I'm adding all these little pearls in, and I've done it to all of the berry parts, to the sprigs, and that will just finish off my card to the extent that I like it to be finished. And then once it's done, there we have a beautiful card front. We've got rid of all the glue strings on it. That will stand up. I'll take some photographs and I'll add them at the end, but I'm quite happy with that card, with the glitter and the flowers and the pearls. The only thing that's missing is the ribbon. So the items that I've used to create this card are both dies from the Elegant Nestables. One is the circles, the other is the 5x7. I've used a stamp from the stamp set, I've used a die cut sentiment, I've used the leaves from the Rose Flourish, and I've embossed two of the panels in the folder. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.